Hi Julie Jules Cruise Companion. What I'm going to go over with you today is some of the interesting driving in Amman in Jordan, or in Jordan in general. So I've been in Jordan for less than 24 hours now, probably about 18 hours. And the minute that I got off the plane, I have always been excited, scared, terrified, watching traffic in Jordan. So I managed to capture a little bit of footage. Later in the trip, I may capture some more and add to this one or link this one into another video with some pretty interesting things that I've observed and I've tried to explain to people, and they just can't believe what the difference is between Australia and Jordan in relation to driving, roads and safety. This first bit of footage is going to lull you into a false sense of security. So you have that fabulous blue sign there, both in English and Arabic. You've got line markings on the road where you can distinguish the different lanes. And all around Jordan you have flags. This is a humongous flag just beside the road as you're driving in from the airport. Now we start coming into the hairy stuff with cars being parked on the side of the road, and that is an exit street just there, and we're coming up past another parked car on the side of a busy highway, and there cars are entering at a very steep gradient. Then moving into this next footage where you can see no line markings at all, but you have 3 or 4 lanes of traffic travelling quite easily forward. Traffic can be heavily laden vehicles such as this one or even this one. During this part of the journey, my driver, who was not Al, drifted across without making any indication so that we could prepare for our exit. When we did come up to our exit points, there was at least 4 lanes of traffic trying to merge into 2. Trying to make this exit, and you can see these cars coming over from the far side and just moving into the turning area as they exit, coming straight across from the other side of the road. Safely navigating that exit, we entered onto another portion of the road where this car moved in front of us as it aimed for its exit space over onto the right-hand side. On this portion of the road you can see the faintest hint of where the lines previously were, and that is potentially where cars should be travelling. Cars drifting in without making any turn signals. And what is this little red car going to do? Undecided. Let's start to drift. Shall we make a commitment? Yes, we shall. So my driver, when he had the opportunity, undertook that car as we moved down the road. That right car, it's starting to straddle that centre line, but it was undecided because the car in front of it started to move over because it saw that there was a slower vehicle in front that they needed to pass. These big blue signs in English and Arabic with arrows are very easy to follow. Fairly easy passage of traffic here as we are entering into the city of Amman. Once again, we've got very few lines, maybe shadows or faint phantom lines. But what's that green car doing? It's just going to be sitting over that line before it makes a commitment. Making our exit from the highway into the street area, and Amman is serviced by what is called circles, roundabouts. But you can see here that there are 2 lanes of traffic merging towards us from the right here. So I will slow down the footage in a bit to indicate this a little bit more graphically. The lanes on the right, 2 lanes merge into 1, and then you can see the car in front of me wanting to merge over to the right, and actually we need to go to the right as well. But as the traffic begins to merge and clear, it becomes a little bit more apparent on why we have such slow traffic at this juncture. So I am filming this in real time. I haven't sped it up or slowed it down, and you can actually see some people are using their indicator, which is a bit of a rarity for here in the Middle East. This white car is wanting to merge over to the left, has changed its mind. But then, as I say, as we get closer to the actual entry to the roundabout or circle, there's a red car going in a completely different direction. And then you have a police officer stopping us entering onto the circle and regulating the traffic. So that would have been another reason why we had a slow entry onto this circle and wasn't allowed just free rein. Traffic police are at most roundabouts and circles, either in their vehicles, on their motorbikes, or just standing in the middle of the road directing traffic. So as we are allowed to move forward, we're going to move over to the right and go around this corner. You can see a man in green standing beside the road, and I will demonstrate this again. As we enter into this circle, you can see a man in green bending over at the side of the road at the curb. This man is a worker. This man is in the middle of the traffic. This vision is slowed down because I only glimpsed a couple of seconds of it. So this guy is actually painting the curb black and yellow in the middle of the busy traffic. So for all you workplace health and safety nuts with signs and stoppages and traffic lights to slow you down, no. People paint the road in the middle of the traffic. I know at the end I kind of harped on the fact that there was a guy in the middle of the road painting the curb with the traffic whizzing straight past. That is just one of the many safety, lack thereof, things that you will observe here in Jordan. Somehow the chaos, the crazy just seems to work, and it adds to the magic of Jordan. This is Julie's Yours Cruise Companion saying stay safe everybody and happy travels.